In-season Aussie mangoes today. Coles. Value the Australian way.
At Coles, we're doing...
I picture the outer suburban, straw-yellow back paddocks of my childhood. The sleeve of that old loud wind drags back and forth over the scrub, brushing it about. There's pollen in the air. Off to the side, there's some sort of a mound the eye can't quite catch. Nostalgia in Australia is embodied by going to the shops. It's just what we buy at the shops. What we used to buy at the shops, but can't buy anymore. At the edge of my mind's lonely paddock, the suburban streets poke out. Down those streets, there's a throng of mission brown, orange brick houses. At the end, there are Australian shops. They were milk bars. Now, they are hypermarkets. White Australian ghosts float through those shops, crowding them. I am one of them. The Facebook meme being traded in the parent and nostalgia groups begins, "You're only an Aussie kid of the 80s, if you remember... ... You're only an Aussie kid of the 80s, if you remember the milk bar in your mind. The real one was demolished to make way for a Woolworths hypermarket. It has to be the milk bar in your mind now. You're only an Aussie kid of the 80s if you remember this cross-branded lolly. It's a Lamington Smith's potato chip, a Vegemite Kraft cheddar scroll, an iced Vovo Tim Tam. You're only an Aussie kid of the 80s if you can remember the products created right now to get you to remember. You're only Aussie if Bundaberg ice cream, a flag on an inflatable thong balloon, a Milo warhead. You're only Aussie if a damper Mars bar. Why can't we all just come together? We say, wringing our spectral white hands in aisle 2. Why can't we just have one day, just for us? Why can't we all just come together as one, into one indistinguishable mash, like a cross-branded Bundaberg ice cream damper in aisle 9? Why can't we just have one day, just for us, just to be white in the supermarket? Just one perfect day, like one perfect product tucked into our mind's hypermarket trolley. A made-up memory. A mound the eye can't quite catch. Like Mildura brand reconstituted 25% orange juice, we reconstitute Australia Day in aisle 7. At the cashier, we pretend we know what we've bought to eat on January the 26th. It might be Vegemite flavoured. It might be a barbecue. It might be a memory we've made up. It's a mound the eye can't quite catch. We mustn't reveal that we don't remember our white childhoods, that I don't remember old Australia days. But when for one moment I do, and I recall that I don't have any white Australian memories, all the Pavlova Snickers and the inflatable Vegemite hand flags flicker like bad reception. I anger the white ghosts around me in the aisles. Why can't we all just come together? They say to me, crowding around. I am told to love it or leave the hypermarket. So I drift out, floating above the shiny lino, towards the paddocks of my childhood, past the bulldozed milk bars, past the flickering, fading candy bars in trolleys that can't quite be seen. The cross-branded items all piled up, a mound the eye can't quite catch. You're only an Aussie child of the 80s if you remember cross-branded sweets in the aisles of the hypermarket. I can't quite remember any of it.